At the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains is a charming town best known for being the birthplace of an icon. Hi everyone, I'm ChadGallivanter. You've landed on the channel that specializes in travel tips and guides that won't waste your time. Sevierville, Tennessee was named for the first governor of the volunteer state, John Sevier, who served under George Washington in the American Revolution, coming to prominence at the Battle of Kings Mountain. In the 20th century, one name became synonymous with this town. An entertainment legend who has her own theme park just down the road, beloved in these parts and worldwide for her generosity and kindness. Recent renovations have elevated the overall vibe of Dolly Parton's hometown of Sevierville. Anchored by the impressive 1890s courthouse with its statue of the country music superstar on the front lawn, a number of mom-and-pop businesses, including casual and fine dining restaurants, have opened inside historic century-old buildings. Colorful murals painted on the outside of buildings complement a streetscape makeover designed to look like the early 1900s. Today I'm exploring historic downtown and several points beyond, showing you things you can't miss in Sevierville. The gallivanting starts now. No visit to Sevierville is complete without paying homage to its most famous daughter, Dolly Parton. You can find this bronze statue of the singer-songwriter in front of the courthouse, depicting Dolly as a young woman strumming a guitar with her signature smile. Crafted by late local artist Jim Gray, the statue was unveiled in 1987, not long after Silver Dollar City theme park became Dollywood. You may get lucky and find street parking near the square, or you can park in one of the surface lots nearby. The 1940s era theater you see behind me is where Dolly Parton had her first ever paid gig. In 1956, at the age of 10, Dolly performed at the Pines with the Kaz Walker Farm and Home Tour. Walker had all kinds of ways to bring people in, including a greasy pole on the stage with $100 at the top. Dolly remembers once climbing to the top and retrieving the grand prize, to the dismay of onlookers who thought the competition was rigged in her favor. After a loving restoration, the Pines is once again providing entertainment. This popular night spot has everything from duck pin bowling and retro games to elevated bar food and cocktails. One of our favorite places to shop is D Garden by Dustin Manning. Stepping inside this historic building is like stepping into another world. Formerly the town's hardware store, most of the original fixtures remain, including the shelves and sliding ladders. We could easily spend hours in here just taking photos and wishing our place looked like this. If you once thought of downtown Sevierville as a place you passed through to get to Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg, give it a second look. The new downtown Sevierville might really surprise you. If you enjoy art and the beauty of the Smoky Mountains, you'll love the Robert A. Tino Gallery. Located inside this antebellum home, the gallery houses the original works and limited prints of Robert Tino, a local artist who paints landscapes of the Smoky Mountains in various styles. The property also plays host to special events during the year, like the Fall Festival, which I have attended and really enjoyed. The gallery is located at 812 Old Douglas Dam Road in Sevierville. For a scenic and historic attraction, check out the Harrisburg Covered Bridge, a wooden bridge that crosses the East Fork of the Little Pigeon River. The bridge was built in 1875 to replace a previous bridge that was washed away by a flood. It's one of the few remaining covered bridges in Tennessee and is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. The bridge is a king post truss design and measures 64 feet long and 16 feet wide. You can drive or walk across the bridge and admire the surrounding views of the river and the countryside. One of the most famous baked bean companies in America has a production facility just a few miles outside of Sevierville in the community of Chestnut Hill. Bush Brothers and Company started off as a small tomato cannery in the early 1900s and would later become famous after turning its attention to the making of baked beans. Here at Bush's Visitor Center, you can explore a museum to learn all about the company's history as well as facts about the plant-based protein. There's also a replica of the original general store that sells company products and souvenirs. The Family Cafe is a favorite for its down-home cooking, including the pinto bean pie, a sweet and creamy pie with a hint of cinnamon and nutmeg. If you prefer your souvenirs to be sharp and shiny, head to Smoky Mountain Knife Works on Highway 66. Covering more than 108,000 square feet, the world's largest knife showroom, attracting over 1.5 million visitors every year. In business since the late 1970s, this place sells a huge variety of knives, axes, and other cutting tools, as well as outdoor gear, clothing, and perhaps the most impressive is the massive collections of museum-quality artifacts inside the Smoky Mountain Relic Room. This department claims to have the largest diversity of history for purchase at a single location in North America. Fossils, minerals, art, militaria, antiques, and relics from different periods and regions of history. The Ogle Brothers General Store just off the Parkway is a modern version of a traditional general store, selling a variety of items like clothing, pottery, kitchen goods, homemade candy, and souvenirs. Next door is one of my favorite local ice cream shops, Cruz Dairy Farms, based in Knoxville. They make fresh churned ice cream in a variety of flavors with milk from their herd of Jersey cows. It's seriously good stuff. The front of the property is home to Five Oaks Farm Kitchen that serves up Southern-style breakfast and supper. One of the area's newer hilltop attractions, Skyland Ranch, is also here. For a taste of the Smokies, visit the Apple Barn, a complex that includes a cider mill, winery, general store, and a couple of restaurants. The Apple Barn started as an apple orchard in the mid-1970s and has grown into a popular destination for locals and visitors alike. Sample some of their foods, everything made from apples grown here on the property, or enjoy a free tasting of hard ciders crafted on site using a unique method that results in a crisp and smooth apple taste, the freshest you'll find on the market. The complex also has an old-fashioned candy shop and a year-round Christmas store. We end the list with a visit to the world's largest convenience store, at the I-40 Smoky Mountain exit in Kodak. Buc-ees is a Texas-based chain that has a loyal fan base and a friendly beaver mascot. This location has 120 gas pumps, a 250-foot-long car wash, and a 74,000 square foot floor plan. Inside is a huge selection of snacks, drinks, gifts, and souvenirs, many featuring the famous beaver logo. Folks love the brisket sandwiches, homemade fudge, and the clean restrooms. What's your favorite thing about Buc-ees? Let me know in the comments.
That'll do it. A rundown of things you can't miss in Sevierville, Tennessee. It's a charming town with lots of unique things to offer. If you're simply passing through, or if this is your getaway destination, spend some time in this historic town. It's unlike any other place in the Smokies.
From the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains in East Tennessee, I'm Chad. See you next time.